What's up, guys? Shen RC here. Steve. We're going to convert this beauty to brushless. RC VHX 22s here. Island RC Dukes in the house. BSRC, what's up, brother? I may have to adjust my camera. It looks like, I guess it'll work. Anyhow, guys, I took the electronics out of this one here because this had a brushless system in it, a 3000 kV. I was going to do it live, but I had to do some soldering and stuff, so I figured I did it off live. I wanted to get it done. I didn't want to do the soldering because I would have to turn on this vent here and it'd make noise. But anyway, I got it all ready here. And actually, this holiday buggy here, I got to put other electronics in this also. I got a 15 turn. I don't know if you could see it. It's a Dynamite 15 turn I put in here. So I'm going to have to put the electronics in this one also. And what I want to do, guys, let me see who's here. I want to say hi to everyone. Let me get this out. Trinity and Isabel show. What's up? RC Basher boy. Model Nutty. Chris Watson's here. Guys, what I want to do here also is before I switch this out, I got this little digital tachometer meter thing. These are good. If you guys look on eBay, they're like 13 bucks. It's called a digital photo tachometer. If you can see that. They're like 13 bucks and it measures the RPMs of anything. You put a little reflective sticker on there. So what I want to do is I want to use this in the stock form, mark the tire with the reflective tape and measure the RPMs. Then I want to do that after I put the brushless system in there, do the same thing. And what I want to do is do the rollout for the tire. You measure the circumference when it rolls, how far it goes, how many inches. And I want to try to do the RPM and stuff like that and divide it by the distance to see how much further in feet it'll travel for RPMs. So I'm going to try to do that. Who we got here? Matthew Brooks, JP Slayer, what's up? Crawler Junkie, hit that like button, I appreciate it. So that's what I want to do. And actually, I was thinking of going with my the 2.4, the Capropo system I have here, the Halo. So just dropped my nice receiver. Yeah, the receiver. Anyway, I was going to put this in, but I figured, you know what? I'm going to stick with the stock one here because all my brushlesses, most of them are on this radio. So I figured I'll keep this one separate in case two guys ever want to run together. I'll be able to do that. So I'm not going to bother putting this one in. Model number, yep, feet per second. Yeah, I'm going to try to do it and see what the difference is. But actually, I got a LiPo on charge now. It's probably almost done. So I'm going to just get that LiPo. I'm going to use it in here, and then we'll use it in the other one. And we're going to do the RPM right now with this. I got to find something I want to hold it up in the air on. I think I got a can somewhere. I'll be right back. I'm going to get a can for this to hold it up on. this should work here. Just like that. And this thing has the laser, like I said, so I'm going to have to cut a piece of this to give you this reflective tape here. And you got to stick it on whatever you're going to do the RPMs for. I don't know if I'll be able to do it this way to show you guys, but I'll try. Let me just get this clean it up so it sticks. I'm going to clean up the tire so the reflective tape sticks on there. Chris Watson, that's a badass looking radio. Which one? This one here? Yeah, this is the KO Propo DX10 Halos. Now I just apply like this little reflective tape. Hope it doesn't fly off. That way I could get a reading. That should be good. Oh, the lipo's 90% done. I could hear the beep, so I'm going to go take that off real quick. I'll be right back. Ian, who is that? Aaron Malonger? Sorry if I couldn't say it right. It's in the house. I'll be right back. Second. Okay, here's the lipo I'm going to use here. It's the Gen Ace. This is a 4000. This is 90% charged right now because it did the 90% warning. Another intermission already. All right. Let me see if I can get this in here. I guess I don't have to strap it in, but. When I'm checking this RPM, I'm going to do it here. It may be loud, so I'm going to turn this microphone around a little bit away from it. Let me check if everything's working. All right. And there's the white mark. Let's hope it stays on. Let me get my paper ready. I'm going to turn this mic away so it don't pick it up as much. I hope it works. All right, here goes nothing, guys. Ready? I don't know if it's going to make a lot of ruckus. See, it shoots a laser. This 1,504 this one was. So now I'm going to switch it out and do the same and see how much more RPM or maybe less RPM. Who the hell knows? See if you guys have any questions or anything here. All right, let me turn this mic around. That should be good. All right, so now it's time for the tear down. So what I'm going to have to do is just take everything out. Everything's got to come right out. So I'll just get started. I'm going to take the ESC off here. It comes off with 2 screws and it opens up the sealing box, the little container that seals it in there. BSRC, if one RC car leaves Texas at 23 miles an hour and one leaves at Ohio at 34, how long will it take for axle to make? Yeah, axle needs to make a portal axle truck. Wayne Keebler's RC Adventures is here. Thanks for stopping in, bud. So now this little box here, it should open right up. The little rubber seal on there. Shut my radio off here. All right. I'm just going to loosen this bottom screw here. That loosens the clamp for the wires for the motor. Island RC Duke, I like that blue truck in the background. It looks nice. Thanks. It's a Gen 8. Red Cat Gen 8. It's pretty cool. There's one wire. There it is. Just going to pull this ESC out. This is the ESC they use. I don't know if you guys ever seen one before. Feels pretty hefty. Model Nutty. Yeah, some of them Chinese companies make portal axles on their trucks already. All right, now here's the deal with this truck, guys. You got this spring-loaded shaft, and supposedly you pull that out and just wiggle it. Yeah, it never comes out like you want. There it is. Shaft comes out. And now, if you guys can see this module here as a pull tab. There's one screw right here. And then you pull this red plastic piece to the side. And then you supposedly just pull this up and it should come right out. Oh, Filthy Co's in the house. What's up? Hit that thumbs up. They use a bigger wrench. So you screw the one screw on the bottom here, and it just comes out. I'll try to show you how this works if I could get it. This red piece here, you're supposed to, probably I need to use one of these tools to help push it out. See it just pushes out. Oops, There it is. Now I gotta pull up this tab here, and I should be able to pull this whole unit right out. Supposedly, it'd probably be easier with something like this. Sometimes these get stuck, especially if you get dirt in them. There it is. I put grease around mine. Let me hold it up. I put a layer of grease around mine because I noticed when I took this apart to do the diffs in here with the tamiya anti-wear grease, I noticed dirt got into here. So whenever I put this back, I put a big glob of grease and slide it into it so the dirt don't go in it. And that's it. It's all emptied out. Now I just got to take this apart here. ABW7723 is here. What's up? What spur is on it? Plastic or metal? Do anything out of the box? You're talking about with me with this? I'm only putting a 3000 kV system in here, and I'm only running 2S. So you shouldn't have to upgrade anything, but if you do, the only thing they sell are upgraded outputs. They have like a new gear with a metal. These are, they have these over here. I don't know if you could see them. They're plastic, the ends on. They have an upgrade gear you could put in the front and rear. That's the only thing you could do to upgrade it if you want it stronger. But like I said, I'm only using a 3000 kV and I'm only running 2S. I'm not going to run the 3S in it because that's crazy. So I'm hoping, I think it'll handle it. So yeah, see, Filthy Kill RC says if you're going to run like a 3S or something, you're going to want to get them heavy duty gears they sell. JP Slayer Racing says his rear bearings on the transmission went out on his Typhoon. Did you get water? Did you go through a lot of water? Sometimes when you go through like water and mud, they get like the grit in them, then they wear quick. BSRC says he has the Notorious. Yeah, they're pretty easy to work on so far. Like this came apart. When I first took it apart to do the diffs, I put the anti-wear tamiya grease in there. I had like dirt in there, so the modules, everything was kind of gritty in between where they stick, like they slide in a groove. So it was hard to get out. So that's why if you're going to do this with your car, you should really like clean it out and blow it with like a compressed air to try to get some of that grit out. Another thing, guys, since I'm going to use this stock radio here, I got this Corrosion X spray. I'm just going to shoot a little blast inside where the wires plug in. I'm going to shoot a little blast in there to protect it in case water gets in there. Because I know Rich from Driftomaniac said he blew a couple of his out because these Tactics receivers ain't waterproof. So let me shake this up a little bit real quick. I use this stuff a lot in the past with my crawlers and stuff. If you spray this on like your ESC boards or into your servo, the board or the receiver, you could go underwater with it. Yeah, the bearings in these ready to runs, they really don't give you the best kind that seal out good. You could probably get aftermarket ones with a nicer seal that won't let the grit in as much. But It's because mostly everyone just goes through water and stuff. That should be enough. I know RPM has a nice, I got it, the RPM burring blaster cleaner. That works really good. Yeah, the sand could kill it also. I'm sure you could buy better burns. If you look, they have really good rubber sealed, like really thick, like rubber sealed ones that keep most stuff out, because it acts like an O-ring around the shaft of the burning, so none of that debris get in. Like these, I don't know if I could see them. I can't really see them, but with these ready to runs, most of them just use the regular standard shielded metal, or like some use like a cheaper rubber sealed ones that ain't really good, and they get the stuff in them. If you replace them with like the good rubber sealed ones that are like more expensive, it'll stop a lot of that from getting in, but you'll have to buy a burring kit, unless you just do the outer burrings that get hit with the debris. Yeah, the sand is bad. It's good with the little like grasshoppers and hornets. They go in the sand good. I don't have no problems with them. It's these newer machines with all these A-arms and parts and stuff. They get stuff ruined. Filthy Ghost says the sand killed many of his brushed motors. Yeah, you got to put like the nylon over the motors, like a netting, so it don't get nothing in it. Tamiya used to give you like a sponge. You ever see it? The sponge cap that goes over the motors. All right, everything's done on this. I guess I could move this aside for now. All right, guys, here's what I have to do now. I have to take out 1, 2, 3 screws on this and pull it apart, I guess. And then I got to take out the motor and switch it with the brushless. Oh, this uses the bigger wrench. I think I might have sealed this with some, I always put around when I put like these gear cases together. I always put like a bead of grease to keep the debris out of here. Sand's fun though, but it does ruin, and especially the guys. You see the guys that go in the sand on the beach with the salt waters, even double killings. That's the worst. Sand's bad enough, but when you start going in the salt water with the sand. RC Wolf Hobby Club's in the house. What's up? He says. Thanks for stopping in. Hit that thumbs up button for me. I appreciate it. Yeah, the X-Max is pretty good because it's got the bigger tires too, so it's kind of, the higher they all are off the ground, the less the dirt gets in like the center by the axles and stuff. Leave that there. Model Nutty, ladies, nylon. Yeah, that's what you got to use. The old Tamiya sponges were like kind of the grains got through them. Driftomaniacs. Are you fitting there? I'm just gonna put I'm just gonna put the 3000 kV I got here system in it. I'm not gonna upgrade nothing, see how it goes, because I'm only gonna use 2S in it. I'm not gonna go with 3S. But I did, from your tip the other day saying about how bad those receivers are, the tactics, I sprayed the Corrosion X down in it. Also, Rich, if you get your and you pull out your transmission like this module, I put a big thick glob of grease around here, because the first time I took it out to do the diffs with the anti-wear grease, I seen there was like debris in the gears. So I put this big glob of grease around there when I put it in, and it helped seal it out. I didn't see nothing in it now, so you may want to do that with your cars, like with this type of module. It should be fine on 2S. I hope so. We all know how that goes. I thought it was going to be good. All right, so I got this apart now, so I guess you just pull it like this. And there it is. Yeah, I did put another bead of grease around this case here also. I always do that to seal stuff out. The burring still feels nice in this. I don't think I have to take out the this piece here. I think I could do it without taking the gear out. I'm going to try that first. Yeah, Rich, I got like a real bunch of grit inside this spur gear the first time when I took it apart to do the diffs. So that's why around that hole on the bottom, I put a thick-ass glob of grease, and that seemed to seal it out. I also put the grease around here, the casing, the edge of the casing, so when you screw it together, it seals. Pull spur out. I have to take the motor out first, I think. I'm going to take the pinion off. So I got the right size here. What the hell is it? I think this might be it. Geez, that was on real nice and loose. What is this? 14 tooth. You really don't have to pull this out, but to switch the motor. The bearings still feel good in this beauty, so that's good. Like I said, I don't see any grit in the gear like last time from that grease I put around there. Seemed to work. Use the lube. James 3D print RC and smoke backwoods. That pinion, yeah, it's small. That's kind of good though. When you go to a brushless, you don't want to put a too big a large one on. It might overheat. So I always start out anyway with a smaller one and check the temperature. But I think it'll be good. Yeah, I'm gonna just leave it stock and see what the difference is. Anyway, now I got to take this motor out. And what's cool about this truck is it's marked. You could use a 27 and what else is here? A 12? No, a 27 and a 14. I can't even read. I need my glasses on for this shit. The motor was in good. I heard it snapped the Loctite. I probably could go up to a little bigger pinion gear on it, I bet, but I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Here's the motor. It's a 12 turn. I don't know. This 3000 kV may be slower than the 12 turn brushed. I don't know. I'm going to use this thread lock here, the Tamiya gel one, the red one. If I recall, I want this to be hopefully like that. You need to fit the diff input shaft going through. Yeah, I'm not going to use the 3S. I'm just going to stick with the 2S. All right. I put some of this thread lock in the hole of the motor here. I use this red Tamiya red gel thread lock. I just push it in the hole of the motor. And I'll put a little bit on the screws also. Steve OD's in the house. Put a little more of this red gel thread lock on the end of the screws here. All right, that should be good enough. Hey, Dan RC's here. Thanks for stopping in. All right, brushless motors in. Index to clean the hands. Filthy Co says his red Shen has an 80 amp 5200 kV 540 27 tooth pinion stock input shaft on 3S nearly for a year now. Yeah, I guess it depends how you beat on it. Some guys jump them like off roofs and stuff, I think. And big high ramps, that'll do it and break them. But if you just ride normal, it probably will last. Smooth. All right, now I have to mesh this up here. Let me get some thread lock on it. I'm gonna use the blue on this pinion gear. Oh yeah, that's true. Filthy Co. The longer chassis, it has to have like that bearing for the center shaft is more. You need that because it'll flex more. That should be good to go. God, this pinion gear is damn small. Look at how small that thing is. It's a small one. Well, I may see a problem here. This motor shaft is short and I can't put it the same way it came out. So I'm going to have to try to put it in reverse. The motor shaft on this one ain't as long, so I can't put it in the way I took it out in this position. So I'm going to have to try if I can put it in this way backwards with the grub screw that way, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to tighten it. So I'm going to just try to mark the motor with something, a pen or a marker. Where the hell do I have my marker? So that I could try to get this meshed up right. I may have to take out the motor now. Figures my marker ain't working. Piece of crap. Well, I'm going to have to mock this up and test it out. I don't know if I could do it this way. Alright, I got it on. Let me see if the mesh is right. Looks like I could take that sucker out of here. I don't know. I'm going to leave leave it where it is. I don't trust taking it out more because it may hit that end bottom part of the pinion gear, and I don't want it to hit into the spur. All right, that's that. Let me check the comments here. Rick's in the house. Rick Botchman, what's up? Thanks for stopping in. Exomatics here. Holy crow. Nice to see you, bud. Yeah, I had the pinion gear had to be put on backwards from the original position because the shaft of the motor wasn't as long. So I got it. Looks like it's gonna work. Help if I put that in right. That's it. It's all working. I'm just gonna put this together now with another little bead of grease. That's what I do. And of course, what grease do I go for? My own PPRslots.com Z-Op grease. I use the heavy one. You just get some on your finger like that. And just spread it on the bead. And then when you screw it together, it'll make a little mess. You'll have to wipe it off, but better safe than sorry. Who we got here? I can't see, so I have to move her. Gillo 78 RC World. What's up? Thanks for stopping in. Peter RC Basher, what's up? Thanks for stopping in. Hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. Well, anyway, now I have that thing all greased up. I'm going to put it on and it should seal it. Like I said, you'll get a nice bead. You could see it. The grease oozes out, but that's all right. You can always wipe it off. It'll come out even more when you screw it down, but put your 3 screws back in. Where's my wrench? Is this the right one? Yeah. I wish I had a screw gun for this. These are long screws they use. These guys getting a lot of rain all the time. Over here, we're getting rain so much you can't even go out and do anything. Exomatic says no rain today, poured Friday. Yeah, we're getting some rain on and off today, and it's all like cloudy and like humid. I'm sick of the rain. Everything seems to be working. Now, like I said, because you'll get a bead of grease coming out from when you did what I did. It don't matter, you could leave it, but it's not that much. I want to use this on the bottom again. All right, so there you go. That should be good to go. Back to the chassis. And I'm gonna see the chassis here. Yeah, Exomatic, it's like raining every day. You can't even go out and ride the RCs or nothing. I'm gonna go around this here where it seals again with the grease, just dab some on. That way it'll keep that dirt, because dirt gets in this, I know, because when I first took it apart. Just dab it around here. Make a little tacky surface on both sides. It should be good. Now you should be able to slide this back in. Except for a stupid idiot. Found out a mistake I did, guys. I put the spur in backwards. It's supposed to be this shaft coming out the back. Damn. That's probably why maybe the pinion gear didn't fit. See? And I do this stuff live. It puts the pressure on you. Oh well, everyone makes mistakes. Yeah, damn it. I put it in backwards. I wasn't paying attention. I knew I shouldn't have took it out. Remember I said I didn't want to take it out? Oh well. I'm sure everyone does it. I know every time I build a kit, you always sometimes put stuff in the wrong. Damn, that's stupid of me. Oh well. Live and learn. Yeah, I'm wondering how the pinion gear is going to fit now. Hope I don't have to readjust that. But you know how that goes. You probably do. Oh no. It's still good. Woohoo. That wasn't that bad. Easy fix. Let me make sure I got it right again. Yeah, I got it right. Yeah, JP Slayer Raisin. I don't know why when I do this stuff live, I don't have instructions. Like when my the bullhead broke and I had to switch the whole rear on it, and I never did it until I built one with the instructions, and it's been like probably 4 years. And I just start working on it, and I'm trying to figure how it goes as I'm doing it. I had a guy on a message board like, how the hell did you do that without the instructions? He goes, I've been trying to put mine together with the instructions how to help him out. He didn't know which way the parts went back. No big deal. It ain't that bad. It was an easy fix. Yep, it does happen. I see lots of guys doing builds, and after they're done in fast motion, they're like, oh, I had to take this part out because I put it in backwards and reinstall it. All right. Now, where were we? Now I got to slide this back in. There it is. Actually, that does go together quick and easy, though. I'll give them that. All right, looks like I got the position of the wires right. I was worried I wouldn't get them right. All right, now I just got to push this sucker back in. That was easy. Easy as pie. This thing's easy to work on. Put this screw back in the bottom here. Is that the right one? They are easy to work on, though. I'll give them that. Look at how fast and easy that was to put that in there. It's pretty good. Alrighty, so what do we have to do now? Is it working? Feels like it. Might as well put the drive shaft in. Spring loaded. Try to get this. Here's how, in case you guys don't know, inside this shaft, it goes like that and goes in. It's like a spring and it connects. All right. I just wanted to see if it worked smoother another way. So you just push that, put that back in, goes right in. Feels like everything's working. So far, guys, I did the shocks here. I'm probably missing everyone. I tried out the down head yesterday. It worked very good. Oh, that's cool, Exomatic. Put a 366 3800 kV in the dynahead. What color are you going to paint it, Exomatic? All right, guys, so that's in. Now, basically, I just got to put this on with the top of this cover here. So I don't know how these, oh, these just feed in a slit. They have like a silicone slot. So let me just see the, so I gotta just put this in real quick here. It should work. This has like an auto setup. Now I gotta slide this down in this grommet thingamajiggy. So I guess you have to pull it out. Yeah. I don't think this silicone slit thing would seal pretty good. This thing here, I don't know if you can see it. It's like a little silicone V. And you put the wires through it. But it doesn't look like it would seal that good to me. That's probably why Driftomaniac's got water in his. I gotta stand to do this. Pain in the ass, would probably be easier to take it out. There it is. That's it. Sealed like a beauty. Alright. Everything's sealed in. I put the wires through that little grommet there. I may either go gunmetal or I was thinking white. Didn't what's his name? The guy with the Volkswagen, the white car. Net Cruiser, didn't he do his gray? Is that the one, the gray one? I don't know if you've seen it. He already got his painted like a gunmetal. I say paint it fluorescent like a metallic orange or something. I don't got the ESC, so the screws are just gonna have to go on and bomb it out. Where the hell did I put them two screws? Here they are. Yeah, paint it like the fluorescent green. It'll look like my big bullhead. I don't think I've seen a fluorescent green one. Oh yeah. Paint it purple. Search it online, see what everyone painted theirs, and paint yours something different. I know he did his gunmetal like a silver. Steve's is like orange and white and stuff, right? Maybe black will look good, solid black. Pink and purple. I wonder if it'll look nice if it was solid black. Now I just got to mount this here. So I guess the best way would be just like this and put the on and off switch maybe stuck on top of the servo. That's what I'm going to have to do. So let me get some stick tape out. and this motor cleaner spray. Red might look cool. What color are the wheels on it again? Oh, black? Yeah, red probably will look nice. I think the red may look good with the black wheels. It'll look like this, how it looks like with the black. With the red body, it looks nice and sharp with the black wheels with red. Phew, this motor spray really stinks. Where are you, little switch, you? Alright, everything's clear. I just gotta stick tape it. Maybe I should check if it's working before I stick tape it, probably, right? I'm gonna try if it's working first. I better hold it off the ground because you know what happens if something's not working. Damn, that fan's loud. It's working, but I don't know if it's set up right. It doesn't seem too fast. I may have to get a 3,500 kV motor. Damn, if the decals are red and silver axiomatic, I think red would look sweet. Yeah, but Net Cruiser has the gunmetal already. He did his that color, so if you want to see what his looks like. I think red with the black wheels and with the striping. Yeah, maybe I have to put a bigger pinion in it. It don't feel fast. Maybe something's set up wrong. I'll have to see if the green light's turning on the ESC. Maybe it's not full throttle. Well, anyway, I'm going to stick tape it on. I use this, the red, like, clear one. It's like gelatin, like silicone-y. It's good because you can take it off. What's it go from 14 up to 27? I don't even have the instructions for this. I think you have to get it online. And I forgot when I looked. What's it, 14? And then what's the next two up from 14? Probably 17 will be nice then. Is that the next one up? $14, $17, $27. Then I should probably, if this is really like slow, maybe and it runs cold, I should just put maybe a 17 and try it. Exomatic says, "Oh, I forgot about the J's." Yeah, paint it Exomatic, paint it red with the striping, black wheels, coat it with a shot of the J's. That should look good. Stick it, brother. BSRC, I need to get some of those J's. Yeah, they're pretty cheap. They give you that big bottle. I think it's only $9.99. Some other stuff for bottles that size, you could pay like $20-something or $30. Yeah, I'm gonna try it out when I'll test the heat on the motor. If I upgrade it, I'll just probably try the 17 tooth. Yeah, red probably looked nice because of the black wheels. Like even this, because it has the black wheels with the red, always looks real nice looking. Car window cleaner, yeah, that would work. Hey, Axiomatic, Jay's makes the car window cleaner too. I always wanted to get it to try it out because you keep using like a Windex and you always get the streaks no matter what you do with it. Well, on the old car because it's probably like so old and dirty inside and dust. Oh, I forgot. I got to stick on the little switch here. Where's my X-Acto knife? Oh, BSRC, I'm telling you. Once you get that J's and you smell it, you almost never want to stop using it. You can't put the bottle down. Yeah, I think Steve started drinking it. I told him not to eat it. He wouldn't listen. He's like, but it smells just like real candies. Exomatic says he just likes the BSRC method. Just keep them dirty. That's it. Everything's in now. I'm going to test if the ESC is working right now. Let me turn on my radio. First thing I'll make the mistake of. Let me put it up on here. And then I could do the wheel and do the RPM and see the difference. Except for I'm going to have to put a new piece on because it just fell off. I'm going to see if it's flooring. I could tell by the green light comes on. Yeah, it's flooring. It doesn't feel too quick. So I'm going to test the RPM again because we did it last time and we got the stock got 1504, 1,504 RPM per minute. That was the stock motor. So I'm going to do the same with this one here. Model Nutty says he just finished wiring headlights, tail lights. Oh yeah, that could be crazy with all them wires. I don't know, it sounds slower to me. Well, we'll see. Let me clean off this tire and put a new sticker on it. Shen RC makes them slow. I wouldn't mind if it was the same a little. I probably, like, if it's the same and it runs cool, and then you probably put the 17 tooth pinion gear in there, I wouldn't mind that. .3S next. All right, I'm gonna test it out again, guys. How did I have it last time like this? I'm gonna turn the mic away again so you don't hear it louder. I don't even know if that works, but where's my meter? Everything on? Everything's on. This gotta go on. Which way did I put it? This way. Beep, beep. Let me get this paper here ready. Here she goes. Laser on. Let me hold this because I know it's gonna. All right, guys. I knew I had the RC here. I knew I had the RC here. It is slower. So a 3,000 kV motor. The stock one was 1,504. And this one, 1,278. So it is slower. 3,000 kV. This motor is slower than the stock 12 turn. So I'm probably going to have to gear up to 17 if it runs cold. If it runs kind of warm, probably 3,500 is probably the best bet to go with this on 2S. Yeah, where is that motor? It's a pretty big motor. Let me see. I mean, it's got good magnets. It's a good motor. So I kind of thought I thought this was a 15 turn. I thought it had a 15 turn in it. So I was like, oh, this will probably be perfect. I didn't remember that it was a 12 turn. So a 12 turn, probably you would need like a, like I said, a 3,500 kV motor would have been perfect. I seen them Ghoul RC systems for like $38 on eBay, so maybe I could just pick one of those up and put it in if this don't work out. If this runs real ice cold, I probably could go up on the pinion gear. So let me see, 14, 15, 16, 17. You probably only get a couple mile an hour, maybe 3 or 4 mile an hour more with the 17 tooth pinion gear. So each pinion you get like 1 or so miles an hour. Well, this one's slower and it's floor. I have it, it's floor, and I see the green light come on. So either got to upgrade the pinion or I'm going to go with a 3,500 kV they have, like I said, for like $40. Get a 5,200. That'd probably be way too much for a 2S. in this thing. Yeah, even though the RPM of this, like Model Nutty's saying, the RPM's a little slower, but probably because it's brushless, it'll feel faster because it has a lot more punch, like torque. But then, like I said, and you guys said before, I probably could put the 17-tooth pinion in there if this runs cold. And the 17-tooth pinion will probably make it come to life. Yeah, I think this is on level 3 punch. It has level 4 punch. The punch ain't the problem. It's just the RPMs are slower because it's a slower motor. But that don't mean nothing. Just because the RPM's faster when it's off the ground don't mean nothing. When you're on the ground and it has to pull the weight of the truck, that other motor may not have the power, whereas the brushless does. So this may be faster on the ground, you know what I mean, guys? Because I think this truck stock, everyone tested, I think I did too. It was 18 miles an hour when you did it like with a GPS. So because it's up in the air and it's a little slower, the RPM, maybe when I put it on the ground with a GPS in it, it'll be faster than the 18 miles an hour. Let me try it on the ground real quick. It's got power. Oh yeah, it's got a lot of power on the cement floor. It's just smoking all 4 tires. You could hear it. The stock one wouldn't slip all them tires like that. I'll have to give it a run first, guys. And like I said, like you guys were saying also, I think probably I could go up to the 17-tooth pinion gear if this runs cold. So that'll be my next modification. Easy to switch though, nothing hard. Yeah, I got the tactic in here. I said the hell with it. I was gonna switch it out for my the K-Propo, the Halos, the EX10, because I have my faster cars, most of them on this for the brushless, because I'm using the KO Propo 2.4. But I figured, I'm gonna leave this one with the stock one, because that way, if someone wants to ride one of the faster trucks, you could have 2 radios. You don't have to switch them or nothing. So I figured I'll leave it like that. Yeah, the radios stink with that sponge they put on. When I put my grip on them, it's so much better with my grip on these radios. I got to make new grips too, probably. If it ever gets nice and hotter out, probably maybe next month. I'm going to try to make a batch of a new radio wheel grip. So, because I have nothing left but a couple black ones, solid black, regular standard ones. Yeah, Model Nutty on the cement floor, it just smokes the 4 tires, then it goes. It feels like it has more grunt to it. So I'll try it out. See how it runs. If the motor's ice cold, then I know I could put the 17-tooth pinion in there. Because I really didn't want it to go super fast. Maybe like a little more punch and a little top end more than stock would be nice. So we'll have to try it out. Where's my body? Over here. Now I got to do the electronics in this holiday buggy. I switched to, what did I put in here? This is the Dynamite 15-turn motor. It's a brushed motor I put in there. Yeah, axiomatic. It's nice. I have a lot of these radios too, and what I do when I started making these, because the foams years ago always rotted and I got mad. And when I had a lot of radios, say if you had a red car, like this is red, that's why I put the red one on. So I know it's for this red truck. If you have a blue truck, you put one on with the blue. So it's good if guys don't have the model radios like these. Like I have, this holds 30 of them, but unlike with the ready to runs with all them radios that you don't switch out sometimes, if it's something like the crawlers or something, you really don't need a top crazy radio in it. I have all the different colors I try to put on to match the car so I know which one's for what. Yeah, I used to make a smaller one with a little smaller inside diameter. I barely make them anymore because this one I made here fits most all the radios really. So I've been using. I gotta make more of them. I'm just waiting for it to get like in the 70s because it's still over here. Like today it was 40 something here. It wasn't even 50. So it's still like crappy because I do them. I do the grips. I clean this area out. I either have the fans running and I do the grips. I do it all myself and I mix the rubber up in the molds and I pour them all and strip them and then do different colors and stuff. Filthy Co saying it's a good motor. Yeah, I think this is going to be nice in this little buggy here. The 15 turn should be perfect. What's axiomatic? Mark them with painter's tape and a sharp. Oh, the radios? Yeah, well, I make the grip, so to me, I just put them on. Like I got for my that WL toys, the lime green one. I have a white grip with all lime green, fluorescent green splattered on it, so I know that's the radio for it. All right, this seemed to work out pretty good. So I think maybe if you're going to use the stock pinion gear, you may want to pick up one of them cheap systems on eBay, them Ghoul RC. They have the standard 4-pole 540 motor size. You could get a 3500 kV system. I was checking them out because my brother has the short course one of this, and I was telling him for like $39, free shipping. They have it, and it's in the USA. It's not in China. They got the 3500 kV, so that would probably be a perfect drop, and I bet you. I'm trying to put this in. I can't even see anymore. I'm blind. They go in sideways, and I'm trying to put them in forward. There you go. Yeah, the painter's tape will work. It's nice to have one radio, but then it kind of sucks when you want to take like someone with you or something, then you can't. Oh, I gotta switch the receiver out. Island RC Duke says, good build again, and thanks for the grease tips. You're welcome. I think it'll work out. If not, like I said, at 3500 kV cheap Ghoul RC will be perfect. Filthy Co always wants me to put a 3S in it. Well, this one's done. Now let's get on to this one. That has a good suspension. The shocks they're filled now. Did you hear it hit the ground? All right, this one here, guys, I already ripped the electronics out, but this is so cool. It has the pin up front. You could put two more here, but it has like this pull back clip. So it's kind of neat. Look, it could clip in. I never put the pins in on this one. It clips down. And then it has, you have one of these chassis, Filthy Code, a DTO2. I don't remember if you had one of these, but even any of the buggies like this, they fill up with, if you go in the sand and dirt, they just fill up and get heavy. Some guy makes this cover for them. It's awesome. It comes off, and it doesn't let none of the dirt get in when you go in the sand and stuff. It's cool. Some guy in the UK makes these. Hunter Systems, it's called, in the UK. And I got a couple of these because I have a couple of these chassis. They work really good. They don't let dirt get in it. Oh, you have the DTO3. That's right. Well, anyway, what I was doing with this one, because I took the brushless motor out, and I had to put this all together because I had to solder like all these wires. I think I had to solder the motor on that. I soldered onto the end. So I had 3 wires there plus the 2 here, 5. And I didn't want to do it live because breathing in the solder stain in the room. I usually turn this fan. I got this, I think this was the Dynamite ESC from one of them ECX Ruckus or something, 4x4 or something. I don't know if you guys can see it. So I'm going to put that in there. And it's all set up. I just got to put that in there and try the battery on it and see how it spins up. Gone Mad. It's in the house. What's up? Thanks for stopping in. What do you guys think? This ESC already got this the Velcro on it. This is the hairy side. Do you think I should just put the opposite side and stick tape this in, or do you think I should just stick it in with the gelatin like clear stick tape? Yeah, I think I got this from my brother's daughter's boyfriend had one, and he put a brushless in there. He gave me this one here. It's probably going to pull wheelies. Use the Velcro. Well, this one's already got the stuff on it, so I might as well just leave it then and just, I know I have some here. Look, I got the other end style here, the loop stuff. I just got to clean the chassis out with my wonderful Get High motor spray here. This thing's probably going to actually be pretty quick with this 15 turn. Whew, this stuff stinks. Evaporates nice and quick. Oh yeah, this isn't good. But it ain't nothing compared to this. I don't know if you guys ever tried working on old cars like this Miracle Paint and that rust converter stuff. Holy God, this stuff here, forget it. It's like toxic. You open it up and you'll die if you leave it open. All right, so I'll just put this in, I guess. Let me see which way would be better to put it, because I have the receiver on the opposite side and it has to go this, the battery thing opens up like this, so I guess it looks like I don't have too much room. I think I'm going to put it all the way to the back, so when you jump it'll be like lighter in the front. Where's my scissor? Ugh. I'm going to try to cut this to the shape of the chassis to fit it in the corner more. I have that other kind. Really works better. You ever get the other kind with the plastic, like it's harder with the like balls on the end and it snaps together? I started using that. That works really good for putting your components in. But this Exomatic says the motor cleaner smell is harsh. Yeah, it's nasty stuff, but it works really good. Actually, it cleans all like electric contacts too. Like say if your servo cables ain't connecting good on your receivers or anything, if you spray them with it, it cleans them and makes them contact better, or anything you need more contact. Filthy Co says I would put it more up front because his cars always does wheeling. Yeah, I might put it a little bit up front because I don't want it hitting in the back of the, like this. There's a little cavity here. I don't want it pushed all the way up into it. There's a tip about when you use this Velcro and stuff. Always when you use it, don't leave sharp squared edges. Make them rounded. That way it won't peel up as easy. I guess this servo ESC wire, holy crap. That ECX Ruckus was a long truck, that four-wheel drive one. Look how long the ESC wire is, so I don't have to worry. Normally on some ESCs, I worry because this door opens for the battery, and you have to run it behind it. But with this one, it's plenty long enough. Trinity and Isabella show. I'm running a 3250 in my Miggo with a 200, but she's getting really warm. Yeah, just drop a few teeth on that pinion gear down, whatever you can. If you're running like a 21, I would drop like 3 teeth off of it or something around there or whatever it fits. This Velcro stuff always has the gooeyest, gummiest, stickiest stuff, but you notice, guys, that it always don't stick on. Sometimes it comes off. There it is. I got a 16 and a 17, so I'll try them in a heat sink. Probably a 17 will work. It depends. If you keep running it without resting it, it's really good to rest it in between runs to let the electronics cool down. But if you just keep pounding packs through it, maybe you want to try to put the smallest one you got in there. It's funny, I thought when I got these Tamiya cheap buggies, the DTO2, I thought, man, you're probably not going to be able to beat on it a lot or nothing, and like kind of jumps and stuff with them. But so far, after all the years, they're pretty good little buggies. They take a beating. You can see the bottom on it. It's all ripped and rashed. The A-arms on this ain't like the ABS. They're like a different material on this one here. They're kind of like a flexible material. You can see they look different. They're not like the plastic on the chassis. They're like a newer, softer material. Exomatic says his BLX gets warm on 3S. Yeah, I don't think they're meant to run really constantly fully on the 3S packs. I think they kind of just make them like that so you go fast a little bit and then oh, it's fast. I think if you're going to run those, you probably want to get the pinion gear and drop like 2 teeth on it, Axiomatic, if you're going to constantly run the 3S in there. They say when I used to do my brushless systems, I would try not to get them over like 150 something degrees. Some motors could go like to 170 something, but I try to keep them cool. So if you have a temperature gun and your motor's getting like 170 something, 180, I would switch to pinion gears. Yeah, the DTO3 is nice. I think, does it have a longer wheelbase or something different? I forgot. Yeah, BSRC, if your motor gets so hot, like a brushless motor, if you got a brushless motor and you run it and you grab it like this and you can't hold it for like almost ever, if you have to go, oh, it's hot as hell, most of the times your rotor magnet gets ruined. And once the rotor magnet inside gets from the heat, it gets demagnetized. Then your ESC tries to pump more amperage into it to get it to run. And then your ESC and electronics get real hot also, and your motor will always run hot. So it's best always when you get any RC, a ready to run. I noticed the ready to runs, they kind of gear them kind of high. They always run hotter. A lot of times when I get those ready to runs, I'll drop like a tooth or 2 tooth on the pinion gear, and then that makes you could run it so much better and it don't burn up. Yeah, you gotta get a temperature gun. Go on eBay, Axiomatic. They're like, I think you could get them for like $10 or $8 now. The pull trigger ones with the LCD. I got a few of them. I know I got one down here, but I think it's on the other side. Filthy says the 3 second. Yeah, the 3 second rules for brushed motor. When you have a brushless motor, you gotta be able to hold it for more than the 3 seconds. Your best bet's always to have a temperature gun. I'm telling you guys, it's the best investment. You could take your car out and ride it like in short grass and everything, and then when you're done or halfway through or 5 minutes, you keep checking it till you're done, and if the temperature of the motor stays under like 160 or something, that's perfect. But if your motor gets like 200, gear down. BSRC is asking, have you ever had to run over and rip the lipo out of a car because you saw it smoke? No, I never had that happen yet. Cross my fingers. I don't want that to happen. That's bad. And then I seen online where the guys had the lipos blow in their car and they can't get it out and the whole chassis just melts. That's the worst. Filthy Co says, yep, I fired up. Yeah, I had some ESCs go up in smoke. PSRC thought he was going to burn up the whole backyard. Yeah, that's what sucks about them lipos. I bet you when they make the future ones, they're not going to burn like that. It would be awesome. It's like you gotta worry every time what you're doing so much with them. It's crazy. Filthy Co has he has no fingerprints on his hands from always grabbing the motors. Axiomatic says he blew the TRX4 ESC. Damn, that's strange. That's weird. Maybe it was like a faulty one. I liked my ESC in that one. I like that it got the 50% trail mode, so when you're going, you could let off and it rolls a lot easier. Because I got a lot of the ESCs with just the brake comes on, and it's like you're on the trail and you let off, down, your car goes like, tick. Everything gets stressed out. I like the way it holds and rolls slow down. Where were we? All right, now I'm going to stick tape this beauty in. I guess this ESC has the it has the LiPo mode or the NIM mode. Right now it's in NIM mode, so I'll put it in the LiPo mode. Has like a jumper on it. There must be a big factory that just makes all these same ESCs and just puts everyone's names on them. See now it's got this long cable here. I'm going to probably somehow hold it back here with like a tie wrap. That way when I open it up, it's not in the way. I'm just going to leave it in the back over here. Probably could route it through this hole inside this shock tower. It has a hole in it, but for now, I'm just going to leave it, and we're going to try it with the LiPo. Where the hell did I put it? Here it is. Yeah, Axiomatic says the Traxxas spec isn't that bad. Yeah, I had mine. I switched it out with one of them red servos you guys always talked about. I put one in my TRX4 and it seems to work good. I put a glitch buster to help it out, but that was it. I didn't bother with no BEC in it, and that seems to work fine. I actually like the ESC because at the 50% mode, like I said, I guess you could get the Hobby Wing has the adjustable brakes, the better one. But I usually always just get that, what one is it, the 1060 or something? It has rock crawling mode or in there. So I usually just use them. All right, let's see. Let me see. I got, now this one's on this radio. This is a Capropo radio, but I put a Fly Sky module in there. You could pull it out. These KO radios, the modules come in and out. So I made a compatible Fly Sky one, you know, the Fly Sky cheap 2.4. Pop that baby in and I could use 30 of them through the good radio with all the features this has. Has a lot of features and all different crazy stuff. And you could use it with the cheaper receivers, these I don't know if you guys could see the regular Fly Skies. You know what they are. So I could use my good radio with all its adjustments and features. And I use that most of the time. These Fly Skies through here, it works better through this radio than the standard Fly Sky because it's like way better quality. But I use them in all the cars, like all my Tamiyas and stuff. I got all these Fly Skies in there, and it works real good. So now this one's the holiday buggy flashing across the screen. So now I should be able to put this LiPo in here. I put a 40-ounce Traxxas servo in the back for my sport. Yeah, Axiomatic. That's crazy, the price they charge for them servos. All right. Yeah, it's all about the way you wire it up in the back. There's like 8 pins in this module. There's like, I don't know how many there is. I forgot. There's like pins that stick out in the back, and there's pins on the module, and it slips in and connects them like how your servo goes in the receiver. And one's the signal, PPM, and the whatever, the plus and minus, the signal for the 2.4. You got to match them pins up to the other one and rewire it. And when you put it in, I could bind 30 of them, and I use them in all my all these Tamiyas and stuff in all my cars. And the 2.4 ain't bad. I have some brushless ones on it. And the funniest thing, you could pick up an older radio like this. They have the regular Mars one. If you search on eBay, you could probably get one for like $45, maybe 50 or 60, depending on. And then you get this module and mod it. Then you'll be able to use the radio with all the Fly Sky receivers. They have different radios you could use them on. Like I could pop it. I could also pop it in here because this is right here is the this is the standard KO Propo stuff, the 2.4. And you could see in the back here, I don't know if you could see them pins. There's little pins in there, and it slips in. And you will be able to, with these radios, back in the day, they had Spectrum ones you could pump into. I used to have Spectrum and put it in here until they made the way better Spectrum, so I don't bother. Now I use the 2.4 KO Propo because to me it blows away any Spectrum. Vasher stole it. What did he steal? All right. Now I have this 2S LiPo in here. Let me put it on here because you never know. Plug it in, see if it blows up. Oh, she's beeping. Let me shut this off and restart it. 2 beeps. I guess it's ready. Whoa, she looks pretty quick. Let me turn the mic away because it probably distorts like crazy. Ready? Pretty quick. I think it's gonna fly. Not fly, but pretty good for a Tamiya buggy. Let's see if she smokes the tires. There's gonna be a crash here soon, guys. Oh yeah, she was ripping them. Oh, I burnt rubber. If these guys could see it. You know how it has the knobby tires? The table got 5 knobs of tires, burnt straight rubber marks across the whole front of the table. Like a beauty. My table has freaking burnt rubber marks now on it. This is real good. Filthy Co. I put the anti-wear grease in these because when you have them, you go like this. Like I think yours has the same transmission, 03 model. When you go like this, they just keep rolling. I put the anti-wear grease in there, and it works like an oil-filled diff. It's awesome. That's why both tires smoke the burnt rubber on the table. If this would have been stock, I used the thin oil, one tire would have just sat there and just ripped and it didn't go forward. So you may want to, I don't know if you used it in yours, you got to degrease every gear inside there, and then you coat it with the anti-wear grease, and look how nice it works. Damn, the sun came out. The rain went through. I could see some sun. Particle Man, what's up? I just switched out two whole electronic systems in two different cars. The Granite 4x4, I put a brushless, and then in my Tamiya holiday buggy here. This is cool, this little buggy. I like this thing. It's so cool looking. You could probably still get these buggies. I think this was a special edition red one. They had the blue version. I don't know if you search like on eBay, you might still be able to get one. That's a cool little buggy here. I'm doing good, Particle Man. How are you doing? This thing's gonna rip, I know it. It's fast now. 15 turn in this light thing. I like the way the body clips on there. Filthy Co, I'm an anti-wear grease advocate. Filthy Co, when I was into the Tamiyas a lot, I swear I used to get, this one here was $89. At one point, the blue one, you could get it for like $79 on eBay or anywhere. But now, all the Tamiyas are jacked up their pricing. It was nice back like years ago. You could pick up one of these for like 89 bucks. Yeah, Model Nutty, it works awesome. I just smoked across the top of the table. I have like burn rubber marks like 1.5 feet long, 2 rubber tire marks. It's nice. So I can't wait to try this one now. I'm a little disappointed in that 3000 kV brushless motor, but may have to pick up, like I said, one of them eBay special Ghoul RCs, the 3500 kVs for that. Oh, you got helicopters too? It's always windy here. I used to fly a lot of little airplanes. I used to like it, like the planes, but probably like the past eight years or so, maybe 10, just keeps getting windier and windier and windier. Like every day when the sun's out, it's mostly gusting winds, and you can't fly them anymore. Exomatic says he has the TTO2 Mustang GT4. You may make it a drift car. Yeah, they're fun. You got to have a nice big spot when you drift them, though, and smooth, because if you just take it out on the rough, you'll learn how to drive when you do the drifting. It's like you're on ice almost. Yeah, Filthy Coat, like the Grasshopper, the Hornet used to be like $79 and stuff, and the Lunchbox used to be like 89 maybe or something like that. Make it a speed car, he says. Model Nutty's got it right. He says Filthy Co needs a dragster. Now I got a mess to clean here. Put my tools away. You guys ever use these the Allen hex drivers, these Integy ones? I got Integy with the titanium nitride tips. They're replaceable. These work really good. I like them. Filthy Kill says a guy has a 3TTO2S that run over 100. Yeah, he probably has a super smooth spot to drive it. Axiomatics in New Jersey, he ain't got no spot like that. This TTO2 will be flipping. He'll probably hit a pothole and launch it. What color are you going to paint it, Axiomatic? I always, when I see that Mustang in the box, I always think of it like if you could paint it like that transparent candy apple, like red, and then back it with chrome and make it like a blood red candy apple. I think that would look sweet on the Mustang. Axiomatic, I think if it don't have oil-filled diffs, if you use the anti-wear grease on there right, I don't even think you really need the oil-filled diffs. Particle Man says he burnt the motor in his Ruckus. What do you got, the Ruckus 4x4 or the two-wheel drive? Because I remember Steve-O had the Ruckus 4x4. Did he burn his motor or was that the ESC? I think he burnt his motor. Might have been the ESC, I forgot. Oh, like that you're gonna make it like that ink blue, like that ink, like it looks like silver under it, like that deep blue. Definitely need them oil shocks like these. They came with the springs only on them. You can't even drive them or enjoy them. You put the little CVAs on them. Look how smooth they are. So much better with the oil shocks. Filthy Coal, I'm going to try it because I think it might be faster than it looks because, like I said, it smokes them all on the ground. Like it just rips the tires. So if it runs cool, I'm going to put a 17 tooth. If not, I'm just going to get one of them Ghoul RCs. You know what I'm talking about. They got the same kind of motors, the 4-pole 540 standard size. They had a 3500 kV. I think I've seen it. It's in New Jersey too, and they're like a lot of guys have them for sale. They're like $38 free shipping. So maybe I'll try one of those out. Yeah, the deep blue looks nice. If you could get like a transparent blue and paint silver behind it, like the candy blue or the chrome, it'll really look like candy apple, like nice. Particle Man said the dynamite. He probably has this in his. This is, I bet you Particle Man's truck has. Does yours have this same ESC? Particle Man? And then I got the 15 turn dynamite motor. It's a 15 turn. Yeah, Axiomatic. I always tried like them 3R Racing and the GPM shocks for the Tamiya cars. The CVA ones always feel like the springs just work for the cars. And them other ones, they give you these hard-ass springs. They don't even work, and they're like all off. Now when I get the Tamiyas, I just get the CVAs they got. They seem to match the cars better. Yeah, they're the little guys. I have them on my the rally car. No, the rally car, I actually bought the 3R Racing ones, and I had to switch all springs and crap to get them to work good. That's why I don't like them. I bought them for the buggy also, and the buggy springs for them, like 3 Racing or GPM. You can see how this is kind of fluffy and nice, and you could tell the suspension's plush. When you bought them 3R, the GPM, they made the spring so hard the thing didn't even work. You ride it over bumps and you don't even see the suspension move. It bounces half the time. Yeah, it's the same system. I think I got this one from a Ruckus 4x4. Yeah, Filthy Coat, the TRF dampers are probably really nice because these are the cheap plastic ones and they feel like they make their cars work a lot better than the aftermarkets. So their TRF ones are probably like really good. They're probably expensive though for something like this. Right. I don't believe it was raining all day. The sun's out now, and I actually hear birds whistling. Exomatic says he needs to get the adjustable turnbuckles and the aluminum steering hubs. Yeah, what's that? The TTO2 chassis, right? I think on my rally car, I got the spindles, the front ones, the aluminum ones. But the best thing I got for it was a ball bearing, the steering rack system, the whole aluminum, really good. Exomatic getting cold air 57. I think it was not even 50 here today. It was like 48 or 9. I have the 58T spur, and I think the 50. Yeah, I think they have that speed gearing for it. I just left my rally car stock because I put like a brushless in it. It's pretty quick already. When they first came out with them chassis, everyone on the forums was all worried because they had them like in the diffs, them plastic cross pins. Like they're not plastic, they're like composite material, and all the gears and everything. Everyone was like, "Oh, these ain't gonna last. These are like garbage." But I had mine, and no one had problems with them. I had mine since that rally car, the new chassis, and it worked good. I beat like hell on my rally car and never had no problems with any of the gears in it. Castle system on 3S. Don't the Hobby Wing make good systems now, the top end ones too? Too bad you couldn't get a Novak anymore. Novak used to be so good. Yeah, Filthy Co, they're a lot stronger than they thought. When they first came out, everyone was skeptical, but they're strong as hell. They're good. I got the cheaper Hobby Wing systems, like the cheaper brushless systems. They work out pretty good. And even in my boats, I have them all, so I never had a problem with them. And that was like the older stuff. The newer stuff is supposed to be so much better. Like them high-end ones they make now, like they're nice. Filthy Co, I still have my Novak. Yeah, I think I have one too. I have what the hell was it? GTB, the brushless ESC. I had their motors, but for some reason I stored the motors for years, and the rotors just died. They were like no magnets anymore, and they were ruined. So I have the GTB system, the ESC with what the hell motor? It's like a 17 turner, a super stock. What the hell is that other with the LRP motor? That's what I got it on. Yeah, they were good. I even have for my Airtronics, you know, my Airtronics radio I always show you guys. I still like the Sauna, the 3PS or whatever it is. I got Novak made them little XXL, a little XXL. They're like an inch round, like square rather. They had like little mini micro receivers for that back in the day. I still have some of those. Want to see what that truck does as it sits next. Run video. Yeah, it's always raining. I can't even go out. I have footage for my crawlers and stuff. I have to make some videos, even of that little blue Fei truck. I took that up in the mountain. I blew the gear on it. I didn't know till I got home. I heard something clicking on it. I have that video, and I have some running videos of the Gen 8. But with the way it's always raining, and then when it gets clear out, it's so windy, it's like you can't even go out and drive the cars. I'm waiting for a good day to go out and do stuff. At least the shock so far ain't leaking on this one now. Oh yeah, that's true. Filthy Co saying Axe has a Hobby Wing. It's just rebranded in the BLX ARRMA. Yeah, a lot of companies all these ESCs, I even think like these Horizon ones, half of them are like hobby wing and all the trucks and stuff, like for the crawlers and all that stuff. Hobby wing, they rebranded all. BSRC, I run that Mama Monster in the Stampede. I love it. I used to have Stampedes and I used to put like 12 turn motors in them and like a little bit lower sometimes. And I remembered all they did was there. Yeah, where is it? This one you're talking about? Sometimes they put like a little different case around it and it's really the same. Like I could see if this case wasn't on it, like if it was open like the hobby wing, it's exactly the same. I think it's almost, this one might be the same one as in here. This almost looks the same. Now this one's a little different, but it's really the same setup, but just in a different configure. Like this, the pull pins are on the opposite side for the battery type. I don't know what the hell is in here. I know it's dynamite, I think makes it, they say. Yeah, this one here has 2 caps in it. It's the same. This one has the 2 caps in it. You can see it right there. They just put like a little bit of different casing and heat sink on it. Oh, that's what I forgot to put on this. Knew I forgot something. I'm gonna ride it like this. It's the most aerodynamic buggy you'll ever see. A flat buggy. It's actually, I think the guy molded, see the shape of this? I think the guy actually molded the bottom of the chassis, you guys. Look, it was kind of worn, but you could see the 2 lines the same in it. I think the guy who made it did an upside downer. Exomatic says he has all his RCs in storage. Yeah, Filthy Cow Traxxas makes their own. They're totally different. Castle also does. But I know a lot of people use them hobby wings. Even when you buy them brushless systems online, it'll be like the same one with a different name on it, like the ESCs and stuff, like on eBay. Yeah, Axomatics, right. Some of the Castle, I remember they had the Castle made. They worked on some of those, the ESCs for them. But I don't think they're the same exact. They make them a little different, so they're not the same. That's what they do to bigger companies. They make them for everyone so they get a lot of money because they can sell theirs and then they could have the other companies buy them and rename them. I think I remember I did have that Axel, the 29 kV motor. Was it the Vanguard system? I think that was by Castle or something. They all make them for everyone. PSRC, Castle makes them for the Traxxas ones. They put a little glitch in them so they ain't as good as theirs. It's like when you go on eBay, when you see these 540 brushless motors, they say 4 poles, and they come in red, blue, orange, and they're all different names, but they're black also. They all got different names, but they're the same motor. Someone makes them for them. Kodak is the OEM for most of those Ghoul RC race stars. Yeah, there was another company I got some too. Hobby Fans I got. This one's a Hobby Fans. What was the other one I got? I forget the name of it. They make everything. They make like photography, lights, and all this different stuff with their name on it. I forgot the name of them. It's a they make, this company has their name on it. Oh, I got it now. Here it is right here. Did you ever hear of Neewer? Neewer or Neewer? Neewer. They make everything. They have RC parts. They have like camera stuff. They have like anything. They make it all. BSRC says Neewer. That's what it is. Neewer. Maybe it's Neewer. Maybe it's Neewer. 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 Something neat. I gotta clean my toolbox out. It's all messed up. Filthy Toe says, check the RPM on the buggy. Yeah, let's try that. I didn't think of it. Good idea. Let's see what the RPM is. You should get one of these little tools here If you go on eBay and search it, they're like $10. They're not expensive. They're called digital photo tachometer. Search that on eBay. You can pick one of these up. They're pretty cool. You could use it to check the RPM of your motors, the wheels, the drive shaft. You just put the little sticker on. With the laser, I think it's like $12 or $10 or $13. It's free shipping some places. Yeah, let's try this out real quick on the buggy. I didn't think of doing it. Let me get my fancy motor stand here, or rather my RC stand. All right, where the hell's the paper so I can see what it is? Just compare it next to the other one for the hell of it. All right, I have to clean this off real quick so I can stick a sticker on it. Where's the napkins? I threw everything out. Oh no, here it is. These are dirty. I get a lot of dirt on these beauties. Yeah, we'll see what the RPM is on this one. It's probably gonna fly off because that tire's like old and crusty. So it's dry rotted, it's so old. Come on. Hope it stays on. Where's the remote? Plug it in. Turn her on. Turn the mic away because it's going to be loud. All right, let's see what she does. You see the laser? I'm going to blind you. $32.04. 3,204 RPMs this beauty goes. A lot faster than the truck. Lower the headphones volume. I don't know how to do that. Where do you do that? I just turned the mic around. Yeah, so this thing is going. Remember the Granite? The stock system was 1,504 RPM at the wheel. This thing's double. So this buggy's probably gonna move out pretty good. Damn, that one stuck good on this tire. Yeah, so the buggy's probably gonna fly with the 15 turn. It's probably gonna be pretty good. I didn't think it was gonna be that fast. Particle Man says, sorry, I'm back. Things happen. That's all right. No problem. The buggy just got, I don't mean it, the buggy, we tested the RPMs. It got 3,204 revs per minute from the back tire. Filthico says he has the same system in his L303 and it's pretty quick. Yeah, because these are pretty, these ain't real heavy, these are light, so probably gonna be perfect. And I like that the motor is not one of the longer ones, because on these buggies, if you see sometimes guys put the long ones, like them Traxxas ones, they stick out too far and you hit and it bends the whole thing up. I try, like the buggies, I like using the regular standard size motors in them. Imagine this filthy coat going down the street like 60. People are like, what the hell? That thing looks like it's from the 70s. Adventure Time RC, what's happening? We're just, I put two brushless, not brushless, I put the brushless system in the Granite, and I put the electric system in here with a 15-turn motor, a dynamite. We just tested the RPMs on it and stuff. Particle Man, what motor is that? In here, this is the 15-turn dynamite motor. I think they give it to you at like the Ruckus trucks and stuff. But for the buggy, it screams. Anything you got to realize though, if you do the rollout for this, for this tire, let me see. I'll use one of these measures here. Let me see if we get this ready. You got like 10-inch rollout with this tire. So what that means is when you go one full turn, it'll roll 10 inches. Whereas this one here, the RPM's a lot slower, but the rollout on this tire is 16 inches. So every time this wheel turns once, it moves the truck 16 inches forward. And this one only goes 10 inches forward. So it has to have a lot more RPM to get it to go the same speed, because this one has the tires. And that's why they always say changing the height of the tires a little bit does way more than the gear change, like pinion gears and stuff. If you change your tires and they're a little bit taller, that'll do way more than changing a few teeth on the pinion gear. Particle Man, yes, that is the motor they are having problems with, a lot of them burning up. Yeah, that's because, like I said before, all these ready-to-run kits, I don't care what they are, the brushed in the brushless versions, they put the gearing right on the verge of the motor going to burn out. They make it not good. So when you get her ready to run or anything, if you drop like 2 teeth off the pinion gear, it'll run much better and cooler. A lot like Traxxas does it. They put the pinion gears right to where the motors are like hot and like ready to blow. If you drop 2 teeth down on the pinion gear, your motor will last much longer. Yeah, I don't know what I got this motor from my niece's boyfriend. He had the Ruckus 4x4 and he made it brushless. I put it in for him. He gave me the electronics. So I think I got the motor and the ESC. I'm not sure. This motor may have been from oh, this might have been from my amp. I think the amp might come with the 15. The ECX amp might come with this 15 turn. Take care, BSRC. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. It was fun. Yeah, Adventure Time RC, they're pretty good. I put the 3000 kV in the this one here, the Granite, and I tested the RPMs. It got slower, the RPMs, but it has a lot more power, so it might still be faster. So I was thinking probably that Ghoul RC, the 3500 kV would probably be nice in this thing. And I found them online. They're like $38 free shipping, so they're not that bad. It's funny. I remember when the brushless first came out, you get like one of the Novak systems was like almost like $175, 160 and stuff. Now they got these cheap ones for like $40. It may not be good for racing, but for just putting in your cars and bashing, they're perfect. JD Passo's in the house. What's up? Thanks for stopping in. You put the 20 dynamite in one of your... Yeah. I put a 20 turn in the Grasshopper. I think the amp might come with a 15 turn. I'm not sure. I forgot. I'm pretty sure the amp might come with a 15 turn. ECX amp. I don't know if you guys could search it and find out. I think I got that from that trucker because I made mine brushless, so maybe it is the motor from it. That poor Holly buggy gonna hit 33 miles an hour. She'll look good doing it though until I flip it and the whole roof and lights come off. The AMP MT, the kit, the monster truck one, the kit, that's what I had. So I don't know. Maybe it does come with a 20. I don't know where I got the 15 turn. Maybe it is from his. Maybe it was from the Ruckus he had because he gave me all the electronics. I forgot. I know I made my amp brushless, so I thought maybe that. Maybe the amp motor was the 20 turn and I put it in a Grasshopper. I have a 19 in my hopper. Adventure Time RC has a 19 turn. Yeah, but is yours like a true spec, like a good brand one? Because they're a hell of a lot faster than like a standard like Ghoul RC 19 turn. If you get one of them Trinity 19 turn like Chameleon things or one of them or any race mode, they're so much faster. Particle Man says his dynamite motor had so much smoke coming out, I thought a lipo caught on fire. You must have really fried it. Adventure Time RC says he has the Trinity Chameleon, a 19-turn Trinity Chameleon. It'll kill like a 19-turn, like a standard Ghoul RC or one of them. You can't. It's a totally different thing. The way they built them, they're like way higher RPM. They're so much tuned and better magnets and that calm everything. They're better. Must be pretty quick. Must hop around really good. The bash hopper. JD Passel's putting a lot of mileage on that Basher boy Glamis Fear. He's gonna give it back to the next person. It's gonna be all like he's gonna put it on the ground. It's gonna be all loose and wobbly and worn down. Oh yeah, you're getting that one, Filthy Co. That's gonna be nice. I think the plastic chassis on them is stronger than when they have that thin aluminum one with the brace. Like to me, these chassis are like so thick, and it's basically like these types of chassis. They're real stiff and strong. Adventure Time, all the bearings are probably like all wobbly in it. Yeah, a lot of the hobby shops, they always carry the Traxxas mostly. Ixomatic, I wish the BLX was offered in the red. You got the orange, right? The orange looks, I know. You know what one looks nice? When this one comes in that fluorescent green, just painted. It's the same one as this, but in the green. Did you ever see it? The fluorescent-y green? That one is really nice. Search for the Granite 4x4 Axiomatic and look at every time they had the green when we were trying to get another one. They were always out of stock. Everyone bought them. It's like a fluorescent green, the same paint job. And it looks really nice with the black wheels. Article Man says he's ready for dinner time. His stomach's turning. He's headed out. Take care. Thanks for coming in. I've been on here for like 2 hours and 40 minutes. I'm going to be probably shutting down soon. Yeah, the filthy coat, they're not leaking so far. And that tamiya soft in these shocks, it's really good. It's like smooth and like plush. And when they give him to you stock, it was like kind of so thick it didn't even like it bounced over the rough stuff when I used to use it. Now I could tell with the way it is now with this tamiya soft shock fluid. I could tell when you watch it, you're gonna see the suspension moving now when it goes over stuff. Yeah, Adventure Time. I love the green body. It's nice. JD, yeah, it's the same one. Except for now, I gotta put brushless under it because I put a brushless in mine. Adventure Time RC blew the front shocks out of his granite. Yeah, I think they could have did a better job with these shocks. That's everything on the truck was good. The shocks kind of in this front bumper here. This bottom piece here, if you hit something, especially in the winter time, this will crack across. I think they should have made this. This is like a kind of like a hardy carbony type fibrous plastic. If they would have made it like flexible, more like RPM material, I don't know why they made this piece so hard here. It would have stopped it from cracking all the time. The Tamiya softer used is 400. Yeah, they're weird. I don't know what the hell. They have like soft, hard. They just never could be normal Tamiya. They make it different so you don't know what it is. They changed that skid plate already. Oh, did they? The front here? Did they make it softer, like softer, flexible? Well, I don't know because mine's not the original. I broke it once and then I put another one on, but I bought it a long time ago. So if they changed it, it's probably softer. Is it like softer? Like you could feel, you could hear this. It's really hard. It doesn't have the front cut out anymore and cover the hinge pin very small. It doesn't have this hinge in here, you're saying? This little hinge where it connects? Maybe they made it softer too, I bet you. I'll have to look. I didn't see it unless they don't show it because it's they just started making them better now. Maybe they just show the old stuff. Oh, that's good. Now it'll be if I ever break it again. They probably made it more beefier on the bottom here because it's kind of flimsy. Because that's the only thing that was bad on this. Like I broke this once. I hit straight into I hit straight into one of those. You ever get like the telephone poles that are laid down like in a park? I was floored and I hit straight into the telephone pole. I was like, that's broken, but that's what broke it. Yeah, I think the back is the kind of the same. Did they improve the back on it, Filthy Co? They probably switched the back if they did the front. Oh, that's good. Because that, to me, the only problem with this truck was the weak spot was these back and front. They always, if you slam something, because they're like rocks and they don't flex and they just crack. They usually crack right off here. But other than that, it's good. Except for the shock problem. But I think I may have fixed that. And with this Tamiya fluid, it's feeling more like an X-Max shocks, like a E-Max type E-Revo, the softness, like how it works. Yeah, Axiomatic. Filthy Co saying they changed the front here is wider now and beefier. And he said they also did it to the back on it here. He said they made it like thicker and more stronger because, like I said, I busted mine in the front. And Adventure Time RC said he snapped both of his, the front and the rear on his. So they probably made it better. That's probably what they did to the shocks too. Remember, I said I first got this. It was like when it was first released. I got it like bang right as soon. They probably had them rubber O-rings in it, and they probably after a while stay smushed, and all my oil leaked out. Now when I got the new upgrade, whatever rebuild kit, all the O-rings were silicone now, so they probably fixed them from leaking also. So probably I only had the problem, and a few of the guys that got the newer, older ones, like the first ones out, they probably had the faulty O-rings in them. Well, Filthy Co says he's going to do a video, so he'll show us what they look like. So that way when you look at it axiomatic, we'll know, you could see the difference because these are kind of cheesy, these front and the back. I got this one when it first was released. Actually, they sent me this for a review and I was shocked. They sent me it and I was like, oh. But it was when it was first released, and I guess the shock O-rings were like the rubber ones, like I said, and that's why they were leaky. Probably after like a couple months, they probably fixed it and made it better. At least they fix them, you know, like how this they did. I didn't know that because I don't look into it too much anymore. But at least ARRMA fixes if they had a problem, they make it better. Amazing RC's in the house. What's up, brother? I see you in here doing this thing live. Let's pass them through. Let's not keep up positive. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. Adventure Time says he has a new one and the shocks leak like crazy also. I don't know. I think the shocks on